Okay, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back. We are at the ghost ship now. We got the ghost ship chart, if you remember from the last episode, basically effortlessly. Listen, I've looked them up, and all of these directions are completely useless. Dude! And now Christian's at the ghost ship on Crescent Moon Island on a full moon, and he's going to go grab the triforce piece, aren't you, buddy?
For the biggest battle of my lifetime.
I have never seen someone grab defeat from the jaws of success like you did in that episode.
You think they'll tell tales of that battle and our children?
When I saw that hand grab you from out of the pot, I was so excited.
Okay, what is this?
Yeah, you gotta go and defeat all the enemies, but there's like pose and there's skeletons and stuff. You can jump. You're
poison.
Fine. Yeah,
Sure?
it's not poison.
Looks
no,
like
I'm not
the
sure.
dead souls.
It looks a lot like those Doom walls from the original Doom, where they had those like walls of souls.
You know what it looks like?
What?
I haven't even seen this show, but Adventure Time. Remember like the lore? There's like before all of existence.
Oh yeah, the super bomb, the nuke.
Yeah.
Yep. It created the Lich. All right.
I haven't even seen that show, but I got really into the lore for a minute because it really interested me.
Yeah, that show's lore goes down an entire like level that you don't expect. I don't know how to put it. Like, it's kind of like it seems so much like it's going to be this one-off show, and then all of a sudden it is this like very deep show with like layers and layers of lore, and like Ice King, who just seems like he's going to be this little nobody, you know, just kind of funny villain, is like this extremely tragic character, like
probably like the best character.
Yeah. A lot of Cartoon Network shows were like that though, where they were like, oh, we're just gonna be a funny stupid cartoon, and then it's like, actually, you know.
Do you remember Regular Show?
Oh yeah.
And like the last like season, they made Pops like the center of the universe or something.
Yeah, it was like he was
out of like the last like 3 episodes or something.
It was like barely like he was. It wasn't he was barely in the show. He was definitely a main character of the show, but he was like tertiary, you know, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he was the everything. You know, it wasn't even Skips. You know, who seemed epic from the beginning.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what happened.
Same thing with Kids Next Door. Remember that?
Oh, Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door is probably the show that got me into the idea of like Monster of the Week episodic shows that built up to an overall story that was amazing.
Not Avatar?
No, Avatar from the very beginning, you knew, okay, these episodes, one's going to go into the next, and you're building up to, like, each book, Aang is going to have to learn a different bending style, and he's going to eventually have to fight Fire Lord Ozai. You know that within the first, like, 3 episodes of the show. Like, you get the gist of the... Kids Next Door, you can go in on any random episode, and you don't know that they're building something. You know?
Yeah. I don't think they were, like, meaning to for, like, the first couple seasons.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere... Not out of nowhere, but it's just like, you kind of look back. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was like this, too.
Really?
Yeah, you go back and you look and you're like, oh my goodness. They've put something together here.
Yeah. I mean, that show in general, that was one of my favorite shows, like, as a kid, just in general. That was like...
Kids Next Door was?
Yeah.
Oh, it was awesome.
I feel like it was kind of underappreciated a little bit. At least nowadays. Like, people are like, oh, you know, the classics, like, you know...
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm not crap on Jimmy Neutron, but, like...
Right.
Like, I don't know, like, all of, like, the Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Lab and that stuff. And I'm like, bro, why you gotta do that to Kids Next Door? Like, that was, like, I thought that was like the greatest show, like period, when I was like 10.
That show blew my mind, and I still like. I would pay money today to watch Galactic Kids Next Door. Like if the worst, if the worst possible streaming service, like what, Paramount Plus? What would we say? Tubi, yeah, were to like release
Disney
Kids
Plus.
Next Door, the Galactic Kids Next Door, I would pay for it immediately.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well, take my money.
That's such a good idea for a streaming service to have like Cartoon Network streaming, like old Cartoon Network classics.
Oh, that was what HBO Max was for a while until they destroyed themselves.
No, they still have some stuff.
Yes, but they're increasingly they don't have everything, and they should have everything, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair. I mean, I still love my HBO account though.
Yeah.
I mean, I still use it pretty often.
I'll tell you the big difference for me is like the big change between you have to shoot the other thing with the ice, not that one.
Do I have to use a seagull?
Yeah. Do we have Hoya pairs?
Yeah. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with it though.
We have 3 tries.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Oh, wait.
There's like a hole in the ground.
You might have to shoot those jars. I don't know.
There's a lot of options.
There's a lot going on here.
There's like a hole in the ground over there. Is that a thing?
Try going in the hole, see what happens.
No comment.
Oh, there's a sign. You can read the sign.
Probably has to do with that torch.
Light the torch.
Light the torch. Hey, moron. Oh, wait. This is when we have to shoot, like, all the torches from where you are.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. This one's pretty cool.
Is this what I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Just try it. There's one. What?
How did I get the first one?
Something else that I have noticed as a big change in the genre as a whole. Did that light? Yeah, it did.
All right. Here's where the boys become men.
Nice.
Is that it?
Where's that last one? There should be one more.
Is that like the very tip of that little...
Oh, no, that's the steering wheel.
I don't see it.
Oh, wait. I think there's one in between the rails up on that ship.
Where?
Yeah, go
here?
Look.
Oh, wait, like up there?
No, over between the rails and then between the rails again. Yeah, there it is.
I don't see it.
Unless that's the steering wheel, I can see it.
Oh, wait, yeah, I see it. Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. Money shot. Mama needs a new pair of slippers. Come on, baby.
Oh, God.
You missed.
Thought that was going to be really cool.
It was not really cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
No gyro. That's not the treasure chest.
Oh.
My face is not beaming.
This is called a look of disappointment, everyone. Well, all right. Are we on the island that you're supposed to be on?
Yes.
Did you check the incredible chart?
Yeah, hold on.
And check it again. I'm pretty sure this is one of those islands.
There has to be a treasure chart on here. Somewhere.
There's so many options, it's almost guaranteed.
Right.
Yep, you're right. Oh, you have to defeat the ship, the golden ship around this island. Okay, so what I was trying to say earlier is, like, have you noticed, maybe you weren't alive for this, but maybe you can retroactively notice that...
Don't hit me.
Oh, boy.
Thank God for their terrible aim. Okay, that was really simple. Bro, they have that torch game, and you just have to come over here.
Like, okay, so like themes for cartoons nowadays, and even the themes for cartoons when we were like, when I was a little older and when you were growing up, were like really simple, like regular show. Ba-na-na-na.
Oh,
yeah. You know, or stuff like that. Themes, cartoon shows in the 90s are like insane. Like they are the most like X-Men.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course you're going to use X-Men.
You know, okay. How about DuckTales? Woo!
Yeah.
Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Or Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Like, I don't know what happened between the year 1999 and the year 2000 that made people say, let's make all of our themes less good.
Hey, what about Foster's?
Foster's, okay. Now listen. There's exceptions to the rule, and if ever there was an exception to the rule, it would include the perfect show ever made. There are good things in this world. There are bad things in this world, and then there is Foster's.
Yep. I hope we're not remembering that show bad. I still remember one time when me and my cousin were just like sitting in the basement one day, just like doing nothing. We were just like, I don't know, flipping, like we saw cable, we were flipping cable, just like hanging out. And we saw that like outline of the little white house in the intro, and we literally like got up and like hugged each other. We were like, yeah!
The unmitigated like euphoria that would hit me when I heard that.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 dum,
Yeah.
dum. Like, oh my gosh. I loved that show to the point where I am still afraid to rewatch it.
I know.
Because it's like, maybe, what if it's not as good as I remember
Yeah.
being? But, you know, I'm sure it is. It has to have held
I'm
up.
just gonna pretend.
You know, like...
I know regular show is still, like, up there.
Yeah, regular show, it ended weird. Not even bad, just weird. But as a whole, the show is just so good. And that season 1 is so crazy. But, I mean, that's the thing, though. I think you just hit on something with how, like, streaming has changed how we consume.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I know it's objectively better to be able to watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it, and to choose those things, and like there's this whole conversation now about you know have you seen Stranger Things? Have you seen Breaking Bad? Have you seen Breaking Bad was a bad example, but like have you seen such and such a show? You know, it's like shows spread so much by word of mouth now, but back then there was really truly there was this thing where you would just go and you would just be cruising around on TV, and you would just kind of hope that something good was on.
Yeah, I remember like going to Grammy's house, and she had like a couple more channels, and it like meant the world to me when I was like 10 years old.
Right.
And I would like sit there, and I remember watching Zoe 101, and I didn't even like it that much. But the fact that it was on, like, it was like I didn't have access to it other than that. Like,
right.
The days I would like go to my grandma's house, and I was like, oh yeah, baby. Like I was really happy about that kind of thing.
Well, it was like it was like because it was very possible that you would end up watching shows that you didn't like, or that there would be entire hours of the day that there was nothing on to watch. When something came on that you did want to watch, it was special.
Yep.
You know, or you'd be like, 6 o'clock, that means, I've got to go, you know.
I mean, that's how people watch Avatar for the longest time.
Yeah.
Just like waiting for that next episode.
Yep.
Whenever it came on.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep. Well, and even like, I remember growing up Avatar, I couldn't follow that sort of stuff very well.
Exactly, yeah.
I literally just kind of had to hope for the best and tune in and hope that it was an episode I hadn't seen before, and kind of plug the story in my mind in chronological order, but I didn't watch it in chronological order until it came out on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, that's not true. I forgot. Nickelodeon had a marathon for like a week, and it was just Avatar in order. And I sat and I watched like the whole series like 5 times through by the time the marathon was done.
Yeah, I remember they were like releasing episodes that I like never seen before. Like even like it was coming to like the last episode, and they were like releasing stuff that I'm like, well, what is this? I've never seen this one before. Which is like, that's really cool when you're just like watching something and you didn't know that they were gonna air something that you've like never seen before.
Right. It's just, I don't know. And I think that's why the opening song had to be better, because when that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle came out, you were like, it was that feeling that you explained with the Foster song. It was like a celebration that the show, like that was part of the show, was like announcing, yes, your favorite show is on right now.
Yeah.
And you got to like, whatever, like, kids next door. Now it doesn't matter as much, because it's like, you already know what show you're watching because you clicked it.
Now, I will say, like, the whole streaming thing has changed how, like, people watch shows. And I do think the way a lot of shows are released now are kind of, like, made to be binged. Which I do get that. I kind of respect that in its own way.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, like, Stranger Things, when it came out, was, like, while it was, like, the first season was airing, it was, like, my favorite show. Mm-hmm. Because it was so interesting, and you could just watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of like a mystery show, so you were just like, holy crap, I need to know what happens, and I can, like, watch it now. And so it's kind of like an anthology thing.
Yeah.
You can just sit down and watch it.
Yeah, that's how I'm sitting here and I'm talking about, we've missed the glory day. I mean, it's one of those, like, we lost something, but we obviously gained a lot.
Yeah. It's just completely different landscape. Like,
to this day, when I am watching TV, like when a show comes out, like Disney Plus will do one episode a week for a while.
Yeah.
For all their shows. Well, I don't watch them for that whole week. I just avoid spoilers, and I just watch the entire show when it's all done, because I kind of lose momentum for the show by the next week. Like, I kind of forget, like, what happened again? Like, even if I remember, I'm not emotionally invested in the same way.
A lot of the episodes on Disney Plus are really short, too.
Yeah, exactly. So I prefer to just, like, binge through episodes. And I think Netflix taught me that. It was between Death Note and Breaking Bad. I, like, had to watch the next episode. I could not wait for another episode to come out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it's, it's just interesting to see how we've, like it used to be, you would get on TV, and the way that you funded TV was through watching commercials,
Yeah.
And so you would just watch. I mean, you also had to pay for cable, but like, so everyone basically had access to the same things. Now it feels like, okay, I'm part of the Disney Plus club or the Netflix club or the HBO club,
Yeah.
You have to, like, choose, what am I going to be able to watch?
Or you could just use everyone else's, like most people do.
Well, Netflix is going to be...
Not me, but, people.
I've heard that some people have been known to, share, which I, of course, universally condemn and do not in any way...
the deadliest of sins.
In no uncertain terms. But yeah, it's... Netflix, I don't know if have you heard of this? Netflix is officially declaring password sharing as piracy, and
didn't they try to do that a while ago?
Well, the big difference is they are now making it so that if you have different accounts trying to watch on different Wi-Fi, that you have to sign in from scratch on each one. It won't let you do that anymore.
Interesting.
Which is, in my opinion, pretty messed up.
I haven't, like, had that happen to me yet.
Yeah.
Is that, like, really new?
That they announced that they are experimenting with that coming, and in some countries they've already started it. And so there's people who have like big houses that need different routers for different parts of the house who now can't watch Netflix in half of their house. Which, if ever there was a first world problem, that would be
I know.
But still, it's like...
Meanwhile, like Russia and Ukraine.
Well, with that amazing political commentary, Chris...
I'm about to get killed by this guy, so I did.
That's the anti-politics guy coming up.
Next time on Windwaker!
You know what to do.
And if you don't, ask someone.
Duckburg, race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery.